Hello everyone, and we are back with part 3 of our Amidst the Sky Mastery playthrough. Today I think we will just be completing the Yellow Temple, and then getting back to the hub, which is a lot easier said than done. This might be a much longer episode, simply because Yellow Temple is probably the hardest bit of the game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Last episode we got the fan switching, which is kind of satisfying. And it unlocks this area. There's quite a bit more difficult platforming. Yeah, there's more difficult platforming here, so be warned about that. Like so. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Dude, that's silly. No, that's not it. Dang it. It's pretty straightforward usually. There's not much to it. Just gotta do the parkour. You can just fling yourself off there. It's always really satisfying. Here. You may notice a slight discrepancy right there. Which, if I can ever do it, I will show you what that leads to. The long platforming section just... Oh, dang. Whoops. It leads to a long, semi-long platforming section just floating there. But not without a reason. Ooh, that was close. No. Why do I keep pressing R? I mean, this bit's easy. No. That is actually kind of difficult. Once you get back, you get to this greenhouse. It's just another one of these. Remember, subscribe and you make him happy. Anyway, I won't be doing those this playthrough because I want normal ending. Hint hint, those are special. And if you find them on your playthrough, but you don't want the normal regular ending like everybody else, if you want to be special, go into those and do them. Next time I play through this, I will do those. So, yeah. Anyway, we're at the Yellow Temple. Subscribe to make it happy, you know. always. This one plays with moving clouds a lot. Sometimes you have to stay in the cloud. Oh, and these pink blocks, they delete clouds. Sometimes there's a bunch of clouds and you have to zoom on past them. Yeah, that's the next ability right there. Is warp gates. Warp gates is a pretty special ability, but not overly useful at the point that it gives it to you. If this was a much longer game, then warp gates would actually be useful. The only thing they're good for right now, though, is the secret ending. Anyway, you'll be faced with lots of difficult platforming areas involving clouds. Clouds are the main theme of this, in case you haven't noticed. Almost every puzzle that you need to solve requires clouds. Some are more difficult than others. No. No. I don't know why I'm doing this. I screwed up anyway. Oh well. Let's just wait for it. I will try and get a no-hit run. Probably fail multiple times on the yellow temple. Because it's just so hard. And we have the checkpoint here. You have to switch the fans so that this can be pushed up instead of down. And that unlocks your next path. Again, more switching of the fans. But this time you have to multitask. This has to be going perfectly straight or you lose. You have to restart. This one you just use the what is it? Fans. Just use the fans to boost yourself into the cloud. And then over to the other clouds. And up more clouds. And again, you have to use the fan switching to shove the cloud in the right direction. There you go. This one spawns two clouds, one here, one down the bottom. You have to go in between those clouds. Like, you go down, then you go up. And no. There you go, down you go, up you go, down again. It's pretty simple. No. You can just hold up here. Remember, use stasis if you need to. It's okay to use your abilities. Here, more fan switching. This time though, you can pretty much just spam. Do not use control for this bit. Never mind, you can't just spam. But you don't actually have to click it as much as it says you should. Just go vertical. And then that's it, next checkpoint. I don't actually know what that blue stuff is, or why it's here. Dang it. It was pretty simple. Use these as like an elevator, because apparently you can do that. You do need the stasis here. And you got the checkpoint. This one's interesting. You go up the cloud, across through the gap, which gets a lot harder. No, not that much harder actually. Oh, this one. Basically, you have to hit the lever and then stasis at the back. Don't press R or you have to do it all over again. And then that's pretty much it. Then I think there's 2 or 3 more rooms, maybe. I haven't done this too much, because I absolutely despise the Yellow Temple. This one you do have to be fast. Jump over these. Use this to boost yourself up. Boost yourself as much as you can with the cloud. And here, if you just align yourself in the center, you can hold. You can just stay still. And there you go. Here you do need stasis. You just go up. Go up. You go up. And then you stasis here until you can get onto cloud. Ooh, that was kind of clutch though. Here you just go on the clouds. Expect to fail here, like I just did. After that, there's no possible way you can get back, so... and then just go along here. It's a pretty tight cloud, but it should be fine. And that's the last room. Now you can use the warp doors. Which I'll show you. If you go to the left, there are these things. They teleport you. Now you see the doors open because we've done all 3 temples, but this is the secret ending. You know those 3 green temples that we saw before? In parts 1, 2, and previously in this part? Yeah, part 1, I think that's part 2, that's part 3. That's part 2, and that's part 3, or this is part 2 and that's part 3, I don't remember. Anyway, how those work is, those are timed rooms. You gotta complete all 3 of them in less than 2.5 minutes total. And then you get the secret ending, which, yeah, is what does just teleport you everywhere. If you want to redo the right temple, for instance, just come through the warp door. Anyway, that will be it for today. Next part is when we do this. This looks easy, but it's actually surprisingly inconsistent. I don't know why. I do not know why. So anyway, I will stop wasting your time with an abnormally long outro, and goodbye.